Welcome to the New Vinny Show. And now I'm the host and one of the biggest entertainment in the YouTube society is New Vinny.
Hey, Stravini, the young-looking old guy. Now, let me tell you something. The whole boxing world has been very disappointing, very angry, and the political world even worse.
Tell him.
Just because you're a paranoid schizophrenic, don't mean they're all after you. I have an organized situation here, and I'm gonna lay the law down right. That I'm gonna tell the truth, no matter what the consequences. Whether I have a bunch of Mexican cartel guys knocking on my door, or whether I have some transvestite who thinks she's a girl.
Mm,
That's how I feel. I'm a
mm.
tough guy because I'll nudge him with my wheelchair. I'll take off my glasses
Well,
and give him the wild eye.
young over there,
You
huh?
never seen me with the wild eye.
No,
You
no,
gotta
not
be
the
scared of the
face.
wild eye.
Not the eye.
Look at that. Look at that intensity.
Now hosting his sidekick. His sidekick. He's like Robin. Batman and Robin, but he's the Robin one, but without the cape.
And don't you know I want to kick him all the time. I want violence against the youngsters.
And it is Mr. J. Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm in the sun right now. Yes, I'm not Robin. I'm Frankenstein.
He is a
And we're gonna be
monster.
talking about sports, boxing, and all the good stuff that I like to talk about. Because the boxing was boring, but there was a couple of things that was really, really funny in a way. It was really, really funny.
Yeah,
But I'm gonna transfer you back to Nushavini. He's gonna tell you something about the sports. All right?
hello? Where am I? Oh, here I
Hey,
am.
Nushavini, you got it?
Yes, I got the ball. Not the basketball, but the baseball.
Ah,
I'm not familiar with the basketball. I can't relate to it. I'm 6 foot, or I used to be in one of my younger days, and I can't relate to 8 foot tall black guys running around the court. I don't register. It don't register with me. Can't relate to anybody over 6'5". I like my women short.
I
Not
like
short. I like them both sides. You know. But I'm not supposed to. I'm supposed to only go for girls appropriate for my age.
I like my woman 8 feet and taller. Don't tell me about it.
He wants to go out with female basketball players, and I can see what the frustration is going to be there. Because we all know 99% of all female basketball players, no matter what they say, are of the lesbians' persuasion. Deny it.
Yeah, we're gonna have fun.
Oh, he's going to have fun.
Ay,
Oh, it's true.
ay, ay.
Now,
All
okay.
right.
Now let's go through the news.
We gotta talk about one of them. It's called Junkie Drives Out.
As junkies driving out the kids. Now, what they're doing is and they're schools, right?
Right.
They have kids going through Junkie Row
Mm-hmm.
because they have them doing all their needlework. And I don't mean the crocheting kind. I mean, there's your little boy or little girl, and he has to step over the junkies. Do you think that's right? You think that's moral?
No!
No, of course not. He has kids. Oh, they're not of school age yet, but they're going to be there pretty soon. And he doesn't want to go through Junkie Row or have his wife to be going through Junkie Row too. And I'm certainly not going to do it. I wouldn't kick him. I'm in a wheelchair, but I run him down with my wheelchair. That's how I feel about junkies in front of schools. I'm a moralist. I believe in law and order.
So, what were they doing?
Well, they being a junkie basically is legal in New York City
Why is it legal? Why is it legal to be junkie?
because of the liberals. The liberals think that it's a different lifestyle and not a bad thing.
Will you approve that?
I don't approve of that. I'm against it.
You're
I
against it?
I don't think people should take junk on the streets. I don't think they should do it at all, but certainly not in front of schools and not and then have 10 cities with the junkies approaching the kids. And the kids say, Daddy, Mommy, who is that? Why is that junkie person approaching me? And then Mommy has to fight off the junkie because the junkie wants to rob them. And you won't call them junkies. You call them substance abuse. Like it's what? What do you mean substance abuse? Oh, you don't want to attach a stigma to it. Of course, it should have a stigma to it. It's a vice. They used to have the yeah, yeah. I'm going there, and I'm staying there too. Used to be the junkies had at least when I in my youth were in the back streets. They
Mm,
weren't in the front streets.
right.
But now it's spread all over. And you know what that does? Makes me mad.
I thought the city had a system where they taking them less little by little away.
No, they're not doing that.
They're not building them shelters for them to live in, get them off the street.
No, no, because it's all voluntary, and they don't want to voluntary to the shelter. And the shelters are dangerous in them themselves. They're not going to shelters to take their junk. They're not allowed to take their junk in the shelter. They're
Mm.
allowed to take their junk in the street.
Ah,
Ah, is that backwards? Because you know
no.
what happened? I'll tell you what happened.
What happened?
There was an insidious alliance between the liberals and the conservatives. There used to be 50,000 beds in New York State alone for people who were mentally ill.
Right.
That includes your junk, that includes your people who couldn't clean themselves, and the people who are wassa-do, okay? And that's well, that was the rule. And and that used to be, now they don't have that rule no more. Now if you want to poopy on yourself, you can poopy on yourself in the street just like that.
Is it not considered littering?
For me, if I poopied in the street, of course I'm crazy too. But if I decide to take it, embrace that lifestyle, I could poopy in the street right in front of your store. Would you, if you had a little store, which he does not have, would you like me to poopy in the street? When you get upset, if you just did your floor and your mommy, your little kid's there, now he's of age where he can question things, said, Daddy, I don't do a Dominican thing.
Do
Daddy,
do
why is that man pooping in the street?
do
Didn't you
do
tell me not
do
to
the
do
baby
it?
voice. Do the baby voice.
And then the man poopied in the street, and my daddy said that he was because he didn't have a home.
Not do the daddy voice.
I know why he didn't have a home, because some liberal put him in the street so he could cocky in the street and they could blame it on capitalism.
I not do the mother now.
And I think it's terrible. I sympathize with him, what he must have gone through.
Not do the
You
not do the grandmother. You know how grandmothers
Eh, in my day, we'd shoot him.
are.
We'd just shoot him. We'd do
Ah,
away with him.
he's good. He's good, guys. He's good. But if that was me, I was looking him in the eye and be like, see my eyes. Oh wait. No, no, you can't see my eyes. But it's okay because I can see my own eyes.
Okay, he's not on junk. He's just very sleepy. He's in a sort of a REM sleep state. But it fools me because sometimes I have a conversation with him, and I'm not really having a conversation with him.
So what?
I'm having a conversation with Sleepy By uh, Jay,
Mm,
Night Jay, not Day J. There is no
right.
Day J.
We gotta talk about the other one.
What's that?
All right. Let's see. A piece of any action.
A piece. My glass.
A piece of an
Ah,
action.
yeah.
A piece of an action.
I'm going to tell you what the UN does.
Tell me what the
The
unit.
UN does, it gets a bunch of money and gives graft to the money. I'll give you an example so it's not so abstract.
Okay.
We and the UN and the corrupt Clinton administration have Haiti for what, the last 20 years, right?
Yes.
Invested billions of dollars,
Right.
right?
We lost. We lost.
That was just thrown away.
We lost.
They,
Yeah. We
we
lost.
lost billions of dollars,
Yeah.
haven't improved the situation. In fact, the situation's gotten worse, and they got criminal gangs there. You know why?
Right.
Because they didn't train the Haitians to take care of their own property there. They didn't hire them for jobs. They hired their own people, getting a kickback, get a little money, and then doesn't go to the people. Now, the Haitians have bad habits. They don't. If you ever looked at the Dominican Republic, right?
Yeah.
You have this lush, beautiful island with the trees and the plants and all that. Then you
The
have
palm trees and everything. It looked like
paradise.
Los Angeles
Yeah, before the fire.
with the palm
Palm
trees
trees.
and everything and the cities.
Yes. And then you look at Haiti and it looks like somebody pooped on
It
it.
looked like the desert.
Post
The
apocalypse.
desert, the apocalypse. It looked like how zombies takes over the world, and it's like not the beginning, like towards the
Towards
ending.
the end, when it's the end and the place is going to
Yeah.
go over, and the end times have happened, they ended already.
Hmm.
They're right next to each other. How could that be? It's the same island, but the Haitians don't know how to take care of their horticulture. You know why?
Right.
It's a historical thing. The Haitians were the first guys to overthrow the Europeans.
Right.
So the Europeans sabotaged and overthrow each other. They had and don't you feel guilty about Dominican because the Dominicans invaded Haiti too. Everybody screwed over Haiti.
Right.
That's why they're a little crazy in the head.
I had a think I know that Haiti had a little bit more land in the Dominican side,
Hmm.
but the Dominican
Took the land.
took a piece off of it.
Now he has mixed emotions because he's half Dominican or Haitian. You know what happened to me? I'm not afraid of black people, but if they come into my house
Yeah.
and I don't know them and they look like Bob Marley and I know Bob Marley doesn't work for me, he took off his little hat. See that hat underneath there?
Right.
There's a fro as big as all of Afro. Look, you're gonna scare the people. See, he's all tied down, but when he lets it out, it's Bob Marley. He did a thing where he was Bob Marley. I thought Bob Marley's ghost had come from the dead to haunt me because I never liked that music. I shot the sheriff. Of course he shot the sheriff, and he shot the deputy too.
But he didn't shoot a deputy.
Oh, he did. Who else shot the deputy? Who was shooting the deputy then?
What happened was the deputy was going to shoot him, so he shot the sheriff because he was trying to protect the all right.
Yeah, you can't follow it, can you? You can't. Yeah, there was nobody else there. He didn't say, "Oh, Clarence or Leroy," but they wouldn't call
But
it.
you got to put it together. It's Bob Marley, the sheriff, and the deputy.
He shot the sheriff, right?
He
Because
said
it's
he didn't shoot the deputy, but he shot the sheriff.
right.
So I think that the sheriff shot to kill the deputy, and Bob Marley was just trying to save the deputy from thing, and they
You
still got
follow the
shot.
logic
They
here.
all got shot. So
They all got shot.
at the end
There
of the
was
day, it doesn't even matter.
Oh, yes, it does to the sheriff and the deputy who are dead. And I shot the sheriff. That's because he's going to go to jail. And he's going to hang, and he should hang. Bob Marley, if he wasn't dead, I'd dig him up from the grave to have an inspiring song about shooting the deputy. And why is the deputy shooting him or
Maybe he's
anybody?
corrupted.
No, because they don't want everybody to do ganja
Well,
and killing the kids.
it's kind of illegal over there. You know that?
I know it's illegal.
Yeah, that's like kind of the thing. You can't really
You can't keep it.
you can't really take the spirit away.
They're taking the ganja and the country, and people don't want. See, you do have kids, right?
Wait,
You
hold
don't want
on.
your. Ah!
Listen, guys. For all those Jamaican country, this is only his opinion. Please don't kill him. That's my brother, my everything. All right. Give him a break. All right. It's only opinion. All right. All right.
All right, they'll make the rest of the Jamaicans look better if they kill the cripple. Let me tell you something. You are my everything. You are my everything because I'm depending on you as the guy wheels me around the house. I think I look good. I never mess with.
How old you look?
Well, I'm 37 years old. No, I'm not.
What?
I'm lying. I'm 67. 67 young. 57. If I could walk, I would menace all the females. Oh,
Mm,
yeah. I'd be a
mm.
harasser. Definitely. But I don't have the option. Poor little Vinny, he wants to molest girls, but he doesn't have the operator tools. No upper body strength. Not him, it's true. But someday I'll be able to walk again. And then watch out, ladies, the good looking ones. And I will do the hopey do with all women between the ages of
Oh,
18.
16.
No, that's illegal.
Hey,
Don't
hey,
you get
hey,
me? I won't. You're not going to
hey,
incriminate me.
hey, hey,
They may look hoopy doo doopy you, and they are hoopy doo doopy,
well,
but that's against the law.
what's going on, yeah?
And even if I was in a state where they let you do that, like Louisiana, What, Alabama, where you could get permission to do the hoopy doop with the parent? I wouldn't do it.
what if the 16 looked like she was like 68
Oh, I definitely wouldn't do the
and
hoopy
then
doop
she
with her.
lied?
I wouldn't if she looked like she was 16 and looked like she was 68. I wouldn't go to hoopy doop with a woman who looked like they was 68. They would have to be artificially young.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Okay, guys, we gotta ask Alexa a question.
you mean the real Alexa?
Yeah, the one in the sky.
The one in the lady in the sky.
Are you ready?
Okay.
Alexa, why doesn't Dominican Republic and Haiti does not get along?
The Dominican Republic and Haiti have a complex relationship shaped by centuries of history. Their tensions stem from cultural differences, economic disparities, and historical conflicts dating back to colonial times when the island of Hispaniola was divided between Spain and France.
They can't hear her. So we were just like we were listening to nothing.
I think they heard
You
something.
think they heard her?
I think they heard something. I don't know if they heard nothing.
We'll have to check.
But you can repeat what she said.
Oh, I'll then the interpreter they did it.
Okay, interpret it to her.
The Dominicans screwed over the Haitians.
So they got history,
They
colonial
got a
history
colonial
from
history.
the Spaniards.
They tried to colonize Haiti.
They tried to colonize Dominican
Dominicans
Republic,
the Dominicans tried
but
to
they said
colonize,
no.
and the Haitians said,
Yeah,
"Hey, or he, well, however their accent goes, don't do that." And so they kicked the Dominicans out, but the Dominicans kept a grudge.
Mm.
And then they had the cross-border zombieization when when the Haitian went over to the Dominican Republic,
Yeah.
they either eat brains or they became lawyers.
Ah. Boom, boom,
Dum bum bum bum
boom.
bum. Look up your history. What am I supposed to do? Could it be history? I'm just a comedian trying to do his best.
Let's talk about your history,
What
sir.
about my history? You talking about the history of the white man?
Yes.
Go ahead. Yo, fire away.
All
I'm
right.
not defend my white, my alabaster.
Okay, you ready?
bastards.
Ready? Okay. Why is there still a what's it called? Uh Immigration still going on in some state in the United States.
Why?
Why?
Because the demonic Democrats want new people to vote for them. And they want the unlimited immigration because then they'll have 20 million people and they'll make people in the United States irrelevant because your vote won't matter if they got 10 new immigrants in here and they're overloading the system and the system collapses and then the communist says, oh, it's because, you know what, how we used to do it? I'll explain to you. I'll give you a little history lesson.
I
You want a history lesson?
What I think is
What do you think? What's
I
going
think
on in
is
your mind?
I think it's cheaper, cheaper the cost, more labor.
That's he's right. He's right. It is cheaper the labor, but it's also the votes. See, this is what they did.
Okay.
Say we had the border, right, with Mexico and all these countries, right?
Okay.
Then you would come over the border, right?
Right.
You would be illegal, but your kid would be illegal, right?
Ah.
And then you would have enough money with your income, right? Say you make $100, you send it back to Mexico. It's worth $1,000 thereabouts, right?
Right.
Maybe less, but a good amount of money. You build a house, you have a stable society, and all that stuff. But you know what happened?
What happened?
Too many junkies in this goddamn country. And you know what? It's a vice. It's not a disease. But you know why? Because you catch a disease goes up your nose. You don't put it up your nose. And they always think they can handle their drug. Oh, I can handle it. I don't have an abuse problem. But what about those people who come from unstable environments?
Like what?
Your parents didn't pay attention and you didn't love you, or you were beaten by your parents, or you whatever.
Or your parents are so rich that you don't know what to do with the money that you decided to do heavy drugs.
Right, because then you got everything. You got looks, you got riches, and then you said, "Does everybody love me for me?" Certainly, my parents did, because all they did was work and pay attention to me. You think you can get away with stuff like that,
No.
even if you're Tom Cruise? Of course not. You need two parents, one in a breadwinner, and one the woman who stands in takes care of the kids at least parts of the time. Somebody has to give up something. But you know what they said to the women?
What they say?
You could have it all. You know who the last person who said like you could have it all?
Who said that? Ah.
Well, any woman who said she could have it all, Adolf Hitler's grandchild.
Mm.
That's I said it, and I mean it.
Do you think Hitler kids are still alive?
Oh, he has relatives, and they all had to change their names.
So what?
Other than Hitler. You can't go, I marry Hitler.
Are
No.
you sure? Sure you know family with Hitler?
No, because my family during the time of fighting the Nazis was here.
You sure that they didn't come? Their great parents came from the Nazis,
Before the war, before the
and he was related to Hitler.
he might have been related to Hitler, but he was, but my family was here. My family, how dare you? My family, the Gottschalks, you know what Gottschalk means?
What that means?
It means servant of God.
Ooh, I
White servant
like
of
that.
God, yeah.
I like that. That's cool.
You know what Vincent means? Victory. Victorious white servant of God.
So it's like a victory of God.
Yeah, and white gods. Not just brown
Why
gods.
it can't be brown and white?
Not me.
Why not?
Because look at what's going on here. Love the other. You know what the tenets of the Christianity is? Love others as you would love yourself. Boy, do I love me. I love me.
Yeah, but yeah, got the same blood. You gotta. I mean, are you talking about back then? Yes, I get it.
No,
White
what
guy.
I'm saying is this.
But if you're talking about now, I think it's the same, no?
Okay, I'm going to decipher what you mean. You know what makes race?
Yes,
Do you know why you look like somebody who's in your race?
because they're from a different
Okay,
country.
no, 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 no. What it is you're part of the same family.
Right,
In other words, a person who is this looks like you
right.
is a closer blood relative.
Ah,
And then that's a factor.
right,
And the other factor is adapting to the environment you're in. In other words, if you go out, right,
right,
Dominican that you are,
right,
brown beige bastard that you are, and you went and settled down within, say, Sweden.
right.
Within generations, you wouldn't get out in the sun that much to tan yourself. You would bleach out.
Mm,
You see, that's what would happen, and you would adapt to the environment. Your eyes would turn blue because when you had to hunt, you had to do it in the dark. Because
right.
now, if you were back in Africa, if we go way back, if you hunt in the dark, some hunt you back.
Mm,
That's the truth. So you're adapting to the environment, and also you're part of the same blood group, right?
okay.
So if you see,
Mhm.
unless you, if you see somebody who looks kind of like you, has the same race as you, and getting assaulted, the part of you is going to go a
Right,
little more because that's more of a blood relative to you.
right.
That's not negative racism. That's reality because
Reality.
he's part of your group.
Right.
Now the thing is, if you see people as individuals, right?
That's different.
That's different. Then you're looking, oh, that's my friend Vinny. He's getting knocked in the head,
Right,
and you won't be crazy about that.
right.
See, that's what it is. And that's why when they say, well, you're racist, everybody's racist. If you go, oh, tinge, unless you have self-hatred.
No,
Oh, self-hatred
no,
is a
no,
terrible
no.
thing.
That's bigger. That's big.
Then you hate your own self, and you want to, and you know what that woman, there was a woman, right?
Yeah.
She went like this. She said, because she's a commie, she's whiter than I am.
Right.
And she says, white people shouldn't have their own individual homes. You take it away because it's a instrument of white supremacy. And now
Wow.
the black people said, but there's some black people who have their own homes. We're going to take away their homes too. Look, I didn't almost said a bad word.
Mm.
This woman is crazy. She was whiter than me. She looked like Casper the Friendly Ghost. She was haunting us all.
So you're
And
like a
she
white
wanted,
boy.
yeah, I tell you.
Yeah, white boy.
Self-hatred, and walked to her about it, and she cried like a little baby because she was caught with a cookie, her finger in this cookie jar. Oh, you make me so mad.
Mm.
Oh, you never see me mad. I could say provocative things, but I won't. because I know they'll come after me. And it's not paranoia. I know they're waiting. And they can wait all they want because I got my gun. Pow, 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 pow.
Oh no.
Yes, my imaginary. Oh, yes. Cancel me, will ya? Pow, 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 pow.
All right, we're gonna talk about shape up, ship in, ship. Okay, ship up, ship out.
That's what they want our military people to be in good shape. They
Oh,
can't be like me. They have to be able to do push-ups. But you say, well, it's more
how
like
many push-ups you could do?
not many. One.
One and a half
And
or
I
half?
couldn't get off the
You
ground.
mean half or one?
I used to be able to do 50 at the time when I was a skinny.
Wow.
Those pictures of me back there. But now I'm a heavy man. They would have to get the EMST workers with me. Oh, but in my prime, but I'm gonna lose the weight again. When I lose the weight, I'll be able to do a push-up.
So the
What?
military wants strong people.
They want people who are in shape. They want
Why?
people because they might have to go because eventually you're gonna have to do hand-to-hand combat. And then here we will be out of shape, dealing with a bunch of red Chinese or Chinese, and they don't call them red Chinese, but they're red Chinese in my book, or Russians, and we won't be in as good a shape as they are. So, because ultimately you gotta get boots on the ground.
Right.
You know you need boots on the ground. It was we don't want to have boots on the ground. So we go bomb them. Then they're gonna blame us for that. Well, you know what? I'm sorry with the anger.
Mhm.
Okay, maybe we should we go on? How long have we been doing
So we
this?
switch to boxing.
Okay, go to a box.
All right. First of all, we're gonna talk about.
You want to talk about Lopez against Shankaran? The most disappointing fight I've ever
We're gonna
seen.
talk about Lopez, Shakur Stevenson versus Tifino, Tifino Lopez.
Tavino Lopez.
Right.
Now these were two of the pound per pound
That
fighters.
was actually the main event.
This is the main event. This
Right.
is what we all looking forward
We
to.
were all waiting for the main event.
He had gone home. I had to go listen to. Oh no. He may have been passed out. I don't know. All I know is the announcer saying, "This is the sweet science." Says, "Oh, you don't know what's really going on." You know what I knew what was going on? Nothing.
Nothing.
It was as if Jesus and Gandhi were squaring off against each other.
Wow.
They were just posing. They were posing. Nobody was trying anything. And Tiafino, the takeover, didn't take over nothing. He was a disappointment because he could have attacked, but he didn't attack.
But did he promise anything?
He promised to attack. He promised that he would be on, but he was not on. He didn't take his chances. And Stevenson, he could have gotten to him. All he had to do was fight on the inside, jab as he came in, work the body, and make Stevenson work. He didn't do it.
Oh, so it was like a disappointing for you.
Oh, was it a disappointment? Oh my God, I spent money on this thing. I spent $50 or $60. But there were other fights that were, good.
So you
But
spent all this money waiting for the main event. And when you watch the main event, it was just upsetting.
it was as if I was watching two people doing nothing, which literally I would have given the ref the fight if I could.
I'm
They're
sorry.
both bums. Bums.
Will you see them? Will you see them again?
Well, I probably will. I'm an asshole. Use
Okay.
the language.
Look at that.
Because sometimes they deliver the goods.
It depends on the fighters, I
It
guess.
depends on the fighters, it depends on the mentality of the
Yeah.
fighters. They didn't have no mentality. Lopez had a little cut on there, and the other guy wasn't. He didn't even break a sweat. He looked like beautiful. Boy, oh boy. And in the days of Arterio Gotti, they would have gone at each other like animals. Animals.
Animals.
I don't like the extreme. I'm not into bare knuckle fighting that much.
Nope.
No, I like something where it's 3 minute round for 15 rounds like it used to be in the old days.
Yep.
And they take chances. They really
really-
go after each
They
other.
really go after each other.
They don't do that.
The battle of Raw.
A battle of wills, a battle of skills, and a battle of guts.
let's ask our assistant. What would you call something like that?
What? The fight that I saw?
Yeah.
I would say it was beyond nothing.
Okay, and I would call it.
Wait,
I would call it a waste of
a
time.
waste of time.
Let's see, Alexa. What would you call the boxing fight, the main event, if there was if it wasn't that good?
If the main event wasn't that good, I'd call it the underwhelming spectacle or the disappointing showdown. But
Mm.
hey, even a lackluster fight can have its moments, right?
That's true. I hope this thing. Can you repeat what she just said?
She said it was a disappointing fight.
It was lackluster.
Lackluster.
It
I
was
called it an underwhelming spectacle or a disappointing showdown.
Ah.
Sometimes the hype just doesn't match the action in the ring.
underwhelming event and a hyper bad thingy.
Yep.
Yeah. Thank you, Alexa.
Thank you,
You
Alexa.
come through to me once
Are you
more.
asking the underworld concert events or something else?
I was talking not a concert event, this is a boxing event in which the main event was two guys just looking at each other. I could look at somebody. It was as if Gandhi and Christ were fighting it out. And those two were two pacifists. I don't agree that pacifists should go in the ring.
All right, so now we're gonna talk about another main event, guys. Let's put the camera on me because he had all the show.
He wants attention. Oh,
All right. So in this one, we're gonna talk about Buckham Montazeri versus Josh Kelly.
ah,
Now, this was a good show.
it was a good fight.
Good fight. It was entertaining.
It was entertaining.
It was funny,
It was funny. It had drama.
but it was also it wasn't that professional.
What?
It wasn't that good.
No, he just contradicted himself entirely. Let me tell you something. It was a good fight. They had this.
Let me switch back to
Yeah,
Nushavini, guys.
no, Shavini. We're in a different dimension. Let me tell you, we're actually doing this in the same spot. But this is the story. This Russian, right?
It was one heavy set guy.
It was one. They were both in good shape. Oh, you know what? He's getting confused because he's a confused
It
person.
was
No. We're not talking baby against the
wrong
black
one.
lion.
That's the wrong one. Okay.
See, he doesn't know.
Okay, so this one was really good too. Josh versus Buckham.
Yeah,
Buckham won actually,
Buckham.
and they both were fit.
Yeah, no, that was let me explain the first fight so it doesn't get lost in history. You had this Russian, right? He's a Muslim Russian, right? He hadn't fought in 15 months, right? So he's rusty. And also, he's fighting right before Ramadan. That's where they fast. So he's a little weaker. He don't have the protein in his body.
Ah,
Yeah, so there's mitigating circumstance. And he's fighting this Irish guy who's fighting in Ireland, by the way, or England. So he's got all the advantages, the hometown advantage. And he's a brilliant boxer. But he can fall apart a little bit, and he was unproven. He lost one fight he should have won. Okay, I'll give you that. The odds I bet on the Irishman, oh, he's not that little, about the same size. And the thing was, the rusty Russian came at him. He floored him. Then the Russian started coming on and floored the Irishman. Then the Irishman came back. Last two rounds, won the rounds, outboxed him. That was a great fight, a lot of drama. I favored the Irishman. Why?
Why?
Because I'm 1/5 Irish, and the 1/5 Irishman wanted to march alone and beat the Muslim.
Mm.
And then you say, whoa, Russian, or what is it? What do they call it when you're phobic against Muslims? I am a follower of Jesus Christ, the one true God.
Mm.
Not the Allah God.
Not
That's
other
the other
guy.
on the other team.
Not that one.
No. So when it comes down to it, I could go for a Muslim fighter. Sure, I'm fair. But when it's an Irishman fighting him in an Irish, you like my Irish stuff. Anyway, now the second fight, which he witnessed, this man, this aide, was two fat guys fighting each other.
What was the name? You remember the name?
Big Baby
Big Baby versus
against Ubada Boobada from Africa, the Black Lion.
Black Lion, yeah.
Yeah, I got his nicknames right there.
But that one was a little bit funny and like a little comedy and all that. And they both was
They were bigger than me. One was 318 pounds,
and the other one was like
310 pounds.
10 pounds.
And they're fighting. I don't want to.
And I think they got tired on the fourth round.
And the fourth round, then they were hugging each other.
Maybe the sixth.
It was practically watching the two sumo wrestlers having sex.
Wow.
And
Wow.
I think they'll call me homophobic. Let me tell you something.
Wow.
I don't think you want to see sumo wrestlers having sex, unless you're into that. Are you into that? What are you into?
Now you're giving people ideas now.
Oh, I don't want to help the industry, but I apparently just did.
Now you're giving people ideas.
Let me tell you something.
Yes, ideas.
Yeah, he has ideas. Is there anything about that sumo wrestler?
Oh no.
Because he's Dominican, and the Spanish like him, a little chunky, a little big butt. Oh, yes, deny it. You like to have some heft back there.
So what happened with them, the Black Lion and the baby, that guy hit him so hard, the wig came off his head.
The man was wearing a wig.
So they had to take his wig off.
And put it back on. And try to put it, they had to take it off. And then underneath the wig, he had white skin because it didn't get no sun.
Right. They have no breathing on it.
Now, I've seen people in fights get their wigs knocked off, but it usually is women, black women. Their wigs get knocked off, and then the wig, extensions. And you like the impersonation of a black woman with extensions knocked off? Is that racist or is it accurate?
And then he told everybody, I lost my hair.
I lost my wig, I lost my hair.
That's what he said. And it was funny.
It was funny.
But the fight wasn't.
The funny wasn't what, and both the thing is, both guys can fight, especially Big Baby.
Right.
But Big Baby can't fight if he's 318 pounds.
Yeah.
It's a limit. You're not supposed to come in the ring. He could fight at 280 pounds. 250 pounds would be ideal.
Right.
Big Baby, behave yourself and get in shape. Disgrace to the ring.
You're giving 300 pounds a bad name.
You're giving 300. He looks like a fighter.
Looks like a fighter.
Who ate a lot of food.
Oh, yeah.
Now he's old fat, yeah.
Yeah.
If I want to see sumos, I'd go to Japan.
We go to Japan to watch the sumo.
Now, there are some women who are into fat men. I'm looking for you. If you are a beautiful woman who's into fat men, ring my bell.
Alexa, play Ring My Bell for.
Ring my bell, ring a ringer.
Ring My Bell by Anita Ward on Apple Music.
They used to sing this song all the time when I was a kid. In the bar across the street, Mousie's. Drove me out of my mind. But they can't hear this. I swear to God, they can't. So they just think we're waving.
Well, volume up, volume 7.
The volume, it's the way it's constructed that you can't hear the music. Try to pretend you hear that song. About this girl, she wants to do the hoopy doo. And back then everybody did the hoopy doo because this was pre-AIDS. This is when you had nothing to lose, but not having fun. See, not all people of color can dance. Living proof.
Can't sing either. He can sing.
Hey, you're home to do me in.
Da-da, da-da, da-da.
Go up my stairs and we're gonna do the hoopy doopy. And so Young lady, what you gotta do?
What you gotta do?
Ring my bell, yeah, so we can present it.
No sex.
Ring my bell, ring my bell,
Ring my bell.
ring my bell, hoopy doopy, that's what we're gonna do. Bell, ring my bell.
Ring my bell.
Kind of world, the disease knock knock.
Thanks, sir.
They can't always
Stop.
do it. Okay,
That was good, right?
that was good.
He was a good singer. He was a good singer.
Good singing. You want
Let's talk about one more fight
One more
that
thing,
you
'cause
saw.
you guys have no pens. Then
There was a fight you was watching that was really good. You remember that fight?
Which one was that?
It was yesterday fight. It was one of them you was watching.
Was he a
remember?
white guy, a black guy, a
It
brown
was-
guy, or
It was
what?
a white guy. I think he knocked him down right away. Oh, the fight we were just watching. Hit him. I mean, hit him back in the head. And we was
Oh,
like, "What's going on?"
this is what I want to explain to you about your Europeans. They got guys, they're professional opponents, right?
This guy was training so hard all his life for this fight.
The guy was the Great Dane, he's called, right?
Right.
But the Z with a Z, right?
Right.
And he's gonna go for the title, right? So he wants to give a good impression, right?
Right.
But they got these guys that come in and you just want to survive. They're from Argentina usually or Mexico. Now or in Central America. But see, this is the thing.
Well, what's it then?
The thing is, these guys are professional opponents, so all they want to do is survive. Not that all fighters from Argentina and the Dominican Republic are bums, but you got a certain amount of professional opponents who
Ah,
come in there and they all want to get knocked down, so they don't really try. So the guy ends up going the distance with him.
right.
See, in
Uh-huh.
America, you don't have that.
No, you
No. You don't have
Uh-huh.
professional opponents like that. You got guys who can't fight. You don't got guys who are running around with a 12 and 87 losses record
Right.
and 2 draws. Not in America.
So in this fight, it was I think a European fighter.
It was I believe an
Irish?
Argentinian guy.
Argentina versus
No, he was from Spain.
from
he-
Spain. Spain
from
versus
Spain.
Mexico, I think.
But he was from Argentina originally.
Yeah.
An immigrant to Argentina, and he hit the Dane on the back of the head. The Dane retaliated.
But
It's a backhand.
they both was but the Spanish guy was hitting the guy first in
Yeah,
Spain, right?
and then he got retaliated against,
And then and then he did the same thing back.
and he felt like he was shot in the back of the head.
Yes. And we was like, what was going on? He just fell.
Right. If he was that badly damaged, they should call the cops.
We didn't know what was
The
going on. We
ambulance.
was like, what happened?
He was confused because he's normally confused. So we're looking at this.
Right.
And he kept on wanting to say, show it again, show it again. Finally, they did show it again. And you agree with me. The guy was faking it because, see, if he lost by disqualification, right,
What happened?
that would mean that he wouldn't be suspended for being knocked out.
Ah.
Ah,
It's a trick then.
it's a trick. That's why it's very deceptive when you see European fighters, because they don't have that many knockouts on their record. Then they come here and they knock a guy dead because they're fighting guys who just want to survive.
Right.
And if you just want to survive, you will survive to a large extent. And the other guy's not even trying. He's trying out new things. It's like a sparring session. You know what? If I want a sparring session, I go to the gym and watch the sparring session. Bam, bing. Bada bing. I want to fight where everybody's going into each other as much as they can.
Right. That's right.
Yeah, I'm paying bucks. I don't got my bucks. I don't have any bucks. I sometimes go without my goodies because I have to bet and I have to get my pay-per-views.
Right.
I don't have much money. I have money to spare.
We have money in the kitty.
Now I have money. I know I have money in the kitty, but I wasn't sure I had money in the kitty because communicating with him is like communicating with a rock sometimes. I half asleep a rock.
And sometimes the rock will take you a long distance.
Yeah, that made no sense whatsoever. Do you see? He didn't say sometimes it's rock. Well, does that make sense? And then I'd have to decide for whether it's my mental illness or he's saying something that makes remote sense.
I gotta ask you a question. How did you read time back then?
How do I who, what, where?
How did they read time back then?
Ah, they used to do it by the sun.
They had a
They,
rock and a stick,
they had a rock and a stick, and they
and
would
they put it right there, and every day they look at it, and they could tell what time was it.
yeah, because the sun.
That's
The
all.
sun, yeah, that's how
Hey,
they
as I
did.
said, sometimes it's like a turtle.
Yeah, yeah.
Turtle is slow, but
But
every,
and they knew things by the stars,
exactly.
but they didn't have clocks back then.
They was using the reflection of the light.
Yeah, oh, you know scientifically, he's not as dumb as he looks or talks. He actually has a brain. We don't know where it is
The
sometimes.
pinky and the brain. The
He's been
pinky and the brain.
he watched a lot of cartoons. Anyway, we gotta sign off because you guys have no attention span, and probably the mass transvestites are approaching my apartment to beat me up as you know we speak. That's why he's my bodyguard. Oh my God, I'm in trouble. I'm in so much trouble.
If you
I'll
guys
let
ever
him
see
know.
me in the street, don't ask for my autograph.
Don't ask for
I
his
will
own.
rip the picture off.
See, he's like, see, we were in the same picture. Okay.
And yes, we will get a new T-shirt. We're
Again,
working on it, so give us time. But we're working on a new T-shirt. I might be in it. I'm thinking about it.
you thinking about it?
I'm thinking
Oh,
about it.
that would be good.
Yes.
That way, when they pick
And
me up, they'll pick
I
you
think
up.
I have my designer logo. Let's go say Paris with the sunglasses.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be beautiful.
That'd be beautiful. Yes.
And
So
you know what? And if I die because I got a bad heart, you know what I'm gonna do with my thing, and you can do the eulogy.
what we gonna do?
We'll do the song. I got a lot of living to do. I have people to see and skirts to chase, and enough noogie
Mhm.
for me and
You.
you. Don't let him sing along with me, 'cause he sounds like a cat who's being castrated.
And,
He sings like he's been stepped on the throat,
and the third. Oh.
but he's got a lot of living to do. Okay, goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Bye.